Okay, welcome to another A to Z guide. This time we're going to be playing Anubis in the mid lane. Now Anubis is one of these gods that has ridiculous amounts of damage. Very, very strong in terms of damage. The issue he has though is that to do most of it, he has to stand still. When you stand still in Smite, you present yourself as a very viable target. And in this game, it's not going to be the easiest one. This may not be a win, as in the head of time. My Anubis, as you can see, is only rank 1. I'm not going to be the greatest player with this god in the world, but I do understand the core of what you're supposed to be trying to do as him. The big core is burst people down, line people up, mummify them, laser beam of death. It's generally what you're looking to do. In the laning phase, you have great push power in the early stages, and you've got very good sustain as well. So what I'm actually going to go, I'm not going to be going Lost Artifacts, I don't know why that picked one of them up. I'll be looking for Bancroft's Talon, Tiny Trinket. It combines very, very well with your passive. So 2 health potions, 1 mana. I probably should have gone 2 mana there actually. But just check out his passive first of all. All of Anubis' abilities steal physical and magical protections from the target, and he gains increased scaling to his item-based magical lifesteal. Item-based magical lifesteal, see that? Item-based. Item-based. In addition, Sorrows grants Anubis an additional 30% reduction to all CC effects, but does not stack with Resolve. So, looks like my support decided to pop his health potion, trying to show off at being in the video. And that's where it's going to be. So, in terms of your skills, your Mummify very, very good for landing the stun that it gives you. But you're going to be looking at maxing Grasping Hands for distant wave clear, get the cooldown on it, and then also Plague of Lotus. Can you see there the damage on that 95 per tick, on the damage on this 85 per tick? One gives you lifesteal back, the other one does fantastic damage. It's going to be very, very difficult for you to get in close to use the Plague of Lotus most of the time though. And you're going to eat free poke when you do so. So you've got to be very careful how you play this. Now I'm going to be the lane against the Scylla this game. And so as long as I avoid the crush, life shouldn't be too difficult for me. But if I do get hit by a second crush combo, it's going to hurt. Plus I've got to deal with I'm a monsters, which is another problem for me. So my plan here is to just pop the 1 at the start, and then auto down for the most part. You can see the 1 does a lot of damage. Hopefully they'll let it reset to me. It appears my teammates do not know how to pull a buff at the start, so it means I'm going to be even later to lane. Now red side obviously has a little bit more of an advantage in getting to lane a little bit quicker, so Scylla will get a little bit of early push on, but I should be able to clear it quicker than she can, just because all she's got is that crush. I might get a little bit of poke for this, but we hit level 2, waves down, poke the minions, and wave clears ours. Now she's going to try and prioritise me with crush poke, which is fine. I'm glad I've taken 2 health potions. I can see it in her eyes what her game plan's going to be now. So not too much to worry about. For the moment I'm going to be maxing my 3 first of all. And just pushing him into tower. You can see the wave clear that I have. He prioritised me, didn't really get the creep, so he's going to lose a lot to the tower. There's no reason for me to try and poke him under the tower. I put a second point into my Grasping Hands there. I could have potentially gone with Mummify and gone for a kill, but what I want to do is just play safe most of the time for the time being. I guess I could have gone for a kill here. I'm going to try and rinse repeat the same thing, but sometimes repeating what they did a second ago can get you poke. Now notice how he's poking me. By him poking me, it's giving me lane control completely. He's going to lose a whole wave to the tower there. I don't need to be here anymore, so I'm just going to rotate around a little bit, make it look like I'm roaming. Everybody else is under threat in the other lane, so I don't really have to worry about gank right now. I'm going to potentially go for back copies. Now this time round, she's probably going to go for the same trick again, or this time prioritise the creeps if she realises the mistake. If she goes for the creeps, I'm going to kill her, or at least attempt to, with my Mummify. If I would have landed my 3 a little bit better there, it would have been a better situation for me. Notice how I didn't take any real damage because of the lifesteal from my abilities. I'm in a pretty good position. Don't be scared to use auto attacks as well. I didn't play that very well. I could have been a little bit better with that, but hey. We'll survive and still cause issues. It's going to be a while for the next minion wave coming in. And the jungler wants me to go with him. Although I'm going to lose a little bit of pressure in lane. Get this one, please. Just because this one's a little bit nearer than the other ones. And I'm going to be able to run back to lane in time. He's going to clear those out now. I drop the 3, and I'll get experience and gold from them. Well, eventually. Enemy missing middle though. I don't mind eating a little bit of poke here, as you can see. because I can just lifesteal up, and I'm now level 5 in a pretty good position with my ultimate available. Gonna pop a mana potion here. Mid-camps are spawning soon. And we're going to contest the left ones. We've definitely got a fight potential here. Oh, I'm not going to find the taunt. Okay. Zone them out for the most part with my 1 there. I'm just prioritizing and get as much farm as possible. So still, even though I'm playing Anubis and I can be very aggressive, I'm still prioritizing farm. My team want to fight. That's fine with me. I will be prioritizing farm for the most part. Farm for the most part, as I should say. A little bit lower mana here, gotta watch my positioning, but they're not very high level here in the mid lane, so I'm not overly scared of them just now. Oops, I got hit by that, shouldn't have. Let's get to use a couple of auto attacks. As you can see, I can lifesteal quite easily up. So, a random ult's gonna hit me, which is okay. I can deal with that. They can't really kill me at this moment in time. And I'm gonna quickly base. So back to base, I'm going to invest into Bancrofts a little bit further and get Boots 1 online. I'm also going to pick up Beads. Now Beads is going to allow me to reposition myself a little bit more in case I do get hit by a Fear No Evil. It means I can cancel the Fear No Evil and immediately use my Laser Beam of Death to go aggressive with the Death Gaze. Didn't have anything else to really be able to get a ward though, which I would have liked. I would have liked 2 wards just to keep vision of Humbats. But Humbats did just gank the soul at a dual lane there, so I'm expecting he's used his ultimate. Can't be certain of it though. We'll find out going forward. So Scylla's back. She's probably going to try and prioritize me, which is fine. Oh, she doesn't. Okay. If she stays for this, I'm going to try and kill her. A lot of free poke damage. Notice I didn't take much damage from the creeps, just because I lifesteal back off them afterwards. The Bancroft is keeping me up healthy enough for the time being. Got the 3, heal up off those. Oops. Didn't kill him. That was embarrassing. Now my red buff's been dropped by my jungler for some reason, even though I wasn't ready for it. And now I'm going to lose a mid-wave of experience because my jungler doesn't seem to know what he's doing. Which is a bit unfortunate. But hey, it's fine. We can go back into the mid lane. Luckily Scylla's not pushed the wave in, so I've not lost an experience there yet. But it could have been a little bit better and a little bit cleaner. Could have got experience with my red buff, but I had to deal with the wave in mid first. As you can see from wave clear, I'm not really struggling in terms of wave clear. Do have to keep an eye out for Humbats at the moment though. Some of Beads is primed if I need to. You might expect the all-in again, so... Good poke damage once again. Could have laser beamed him to death there, but he might have just juked out if I chose to do that. I don't know where Humbats is now, so I don't want to go overly aggressive just now. And that was just abusing the fact that I had my ultimate. The range of the ultimate is a lot bigger than you actually expect it to be. So what I did was drop the 3, get the lifesteal and the slow on him, and he panicked, thought that's all I was going to do, and then just immediately drop the rest. Now you can see my 3 will just clear this wave out easy enough. I don't really have to worry. I'm going to be able to back to base quickly and be back from mid camps, I suspect. Should be okay for this. I'm going to get that. I'm actually going to put a point into getting Blink on now. Now, Blink is something that's very, very useful on Anubis because of his lack of mobility. He can get him caught out of position a lot of times and may need to reposition. But what he can also do is use this aggressively to Blink mummify somebody and set them up for a potential death as well. So, the opportunity for both. I was late on coming back for these mid camps. Maybe the call was wrong. I was kind of low on mana and health though. I didn't have my ultimate available. I could potentially still help this fight though. Gotta find one. Not overly worried just yet. Gonna mummify him. We should be okay to get out of this. Gonna drop that over the wall there. A little bit of poke damage. I can sustain off the creep still, so I'm not overly worried here as I continued investing into my Bancrofts last time round. There's a nice little bit of a heal. And retreat and do back camps. If I do back camps, I should heal up a little bit more. And that's why Bancrofts tell him very, very strong on Anubis. You can look for Pythagorean's Piece, it's another option. I may look for that, I might have a little think, see what I like the look of.
Your right tower is under attack.
So mid lane, that is a very, very low gap. I could blink ult him if I get the opportunity to. I don't think I'll get the opportunity though, he's going to base. That was a wombo combo that was beautiful from the 2 of us. If you noticed, I waited with my mummify until the CC was about to end from the Sir Cat because she was taunted. So immediately after the taunt, followed up with the Mummify to keep her in place and allow her to follow up a little bit easier. But looking for a gank in left is the reason I'm rotating here. I may not get a kill. I may not get anything out of this. What I can do is support and cause some issues. Put the pressure on where I can. A little bit lower mana. I can get full boots here. I'm still thinking in my head about Pythagorean's Piece though. Like, it's a lot of magical power. It's a little bit more expensive. Back to farming once again though. There's another wave coming in. I'm going to stay for hashtag one more wave. I've got 5 seconds on my cooldown, so it's not too bad as I've maxed my grasping hands first. And I can go back to base knowing the creep wave's pretty much dead. So for the time being, I'm going to go with full boots, just because mobility is an issue for me, and I might invest a little bit more into these beads because they're going to be needed as time goes on. 2 wards and I should be okay and good to go. Not sure if I want Pythagorean's Piece still. I'm still thinking about the reason. You can see the difference between the two. 50% lifesteal and cooldown reduction, which is always good. And I give off an aura that helps out some teammates. Or I go for Bancroft's Talon. Don't forget you get the aura as well. So I'm going to put a second point to Mummify here. I won't put any more points into Mummify for now, but 1.4 seconds, definitely better than 1.2. I wish my jungler would like not drop my red buff every single time I wasn't here, but that's why I had to use Blink then. I didn't really want to use Blink, I didn't know what the cooldown was of it. Oh, I missed that, that was unfortunate. Mid lane's pushed in, so I don't have to worry about that. I can rotate for these camps now. We can try and look at the right camps as well. Enemy's still missing middle, but I'm not really overly worried by this. The team's doing pretty well for themselves. So Anubis mid, as you can see, it's kind of the same in every situation. You're looking for your combo with your Mummify. Don't be scared to eat a little bit of poke from the minions. You can clear up quite quickly. Bit of a dive on this left-hand side came out from their team. Now they're overextended. We can probably pick them off with this. They're looking to steal away the buff. So we can do the Golf Fury here. As you can see, my laser, what you're looking to do with your Stargaze is just try and end someone or hit multiple targets at the same time. And with that, I got quite a few targets there as well.
I'll attack. Okay. Careful, middle tower is under attack. On my way.
That was unfortunate. If I didn't land on Mummify, maybe there was a chance. I'm backing away. There's no reason to stay up front when you've not got Mummify to escape. You want to try and stay at the back and poke for the most part, not get yourself caught out of position. You can still support without going too crazy though. Might be able to put a lot of poke damage down onto this Hombats in a second. Oh, I missed that. That was unfortunate. So mini wave's dead. I'm just going to go back to base here. I can continue working on my items. Probably going to get Pythagorean's Piece actually. I'm in the mood for that item. There we go. I don't have enough for beads right now. I should not do this. Never do this. Never sell an item. I'm just going to sell that just to pick up full beads. Not actually use the beads yet this game, but just in case I need to. Now, even though, you know, Bancrofts might be better in terms of raw damage, if we look through what we gain from this, we're technically getting 90 power off this item. As well as a little bit more life. Enemy missing middle. I saw this coming, but it was a little bit late. As you can see what I'm trying to do here, I'm going to use beads to try and reset this. Oh, I went too aggressive and Mercury left me. Trying to stay inside the life seal to force him to fight. If he wants to fight me, he has to fight me in the lifesteal. It's very hard sometimes to continue talking when you're in a team fight, so... You notice where I prioritize my damage then. I blinked over the wall, and the target I hit with Mummify is the one that I can guarantee damage on. So that's why I did the laser onto Chuck. It's not something I would generally prioritize in a team fight though. But it worked out okay.
That's too bad.
Pressure mid tower, Scylla's dead as we know because I just killed her. And then I'll look for right mid harpies afterwards. So as a mid lane Anubis, what you're looking to do, try and play safe and look for picks. He's not the easiest god because if you do get focused in these team fights, they have a very big wombo combo that can cause a lot of issues for me.
No problem.
I'm going to try and take my red buff again, which has been dropped again by my jungler. I don't know why he keeps doing it. I might have to type to him after the game. Or just find new friends to play with. So, minion waves are pushed out. There's no reason for me to really stick around here, so I'm going to quickly go back to base, continue buying items. Now, right now, other things I'm looking for is get some penetration online now. Now, Spear of the Magus works fantastically with somebody like Anubis. Actually, no, just say this. Spear the Magus works very, very well on someone like Anubis, just because is that his tick damage means it stacks up quite quickly with the passive. So I've reduced their magical protection by 10 and an additional 10% for a few seconds afterwards. So this works out really well for me in terms of the build of what I want to do. Not only does the passive affect it, but it's got physical penetration on it, magical penetration on it as well, and a little bit of power. I think I can all-in her in mid lane in a second. So I'm going to try and blink and all-in. I could have blinked then, I didn't want to though. What I can do is laser beam people in the face. That was a good juke. But now he's got no juke from that. So, he goes down as well. I could have beats that, but I wanted to save beats for defensive usage because I just used my blink. Sometimes sacrificing everything for a kill is not necessarily worthwhile. Push yourself in a bad spot. That was the worst ever. My team's going to look for the Gold Fury soon. And I can look for getting Spear of the Magus online pretty soon. It's online available now, but I'm just going to clear this next wave before I go back to base. So, continue buying. Sentry Ward online as well. Everything's looking pretty good. 506. We're not top player damage because we're not really focused on damage. We're focused on farming, and that's the important thing for me. Look at my level. I'm happy in my gold and experience situation right now. That's what I care about more than anything else. I'm not dying, so I can continue to farm. So mid lane once again, Scylla's back. She's going to push in my lane. She's rotating right, but there's nothing for me to really worry about there. I could have waited on this minion wave a little bit. Don't need to do full clear there really, Hindu. Tempted to go for it. I didn't think I was going to make it in time. My team's all pushing left. There's no reason for me to go over there now. They've got it under control for the time being. What I can do is push the tier 2 tower in mid, put pressure elsewhere. They're actually losing that fight now. I've got no minions here, so I can rotate a little bit. I'm going to drop a sentry ward here, just to give vision. I've got blink available. I might look for blink Scylla here. Unfortunately, she backflipped just at the right time. Still supporters there tanking up for this. A few misplays from the team for the most part here, but I can try and support them. I will beat that one though. That could hurt a little bit, so I'm just going to back away now. I put the slow down in case they jump to the axe. I have blink available still. I still want to go in this and watching what's going on the back of me because I might be able to throw out a Mummify to support him if he needs the support. If he continues fighting, I will throw it out. He needs to leave soon. A little bit of support from me, a little bit more lifesteal, get myself a kill. Got blink up in a second, I can potentially kill one more target here. Oh, I missed! That was bad. I'm not sure where he's going to run to, if I just stay with him. Oh, he messed up. And now I'm going to leave. My hunter's a bit too aggressive for my liking. He's going to get me killed with him if I'm not careful.
I think
So they're doing Fire Giant over there. I've got not as much gold as I'd like right now. Gab's going to try and roll out and steal this. I'm going to try and stop him. Gab's beat me to it. I can hear him. If he steals that, he's the hero we need. He's no longer the hero we need. But the good news is, I am Anubis, here to steal the buff. No! The knockups are too much. Hiya. Didn't mind using my ultimate there just to make sure we secure the buff. My team kind of messed out pretty badly, in fairness. And quick return to base again. So, what's next on the list, you might think? Well, Gem of Isolation is one thing you could go for, but I'm just going to go right up to Hootie. I'm not having a rough game. I can sell this off right now and continue working on that a little bit more. Get another sentry board. Then look to go and pick up my red buff.
an enemy has been slain. Immortal!
There's nothing to really fight over in the jungle right now. My team are just picking up some kills. I'm going to drop red and then we're going to look for the phoenixes and the rest of the towers. But they're still standing. Now remember, on the one as well, if you notice with the Plague of Locusts, it actually looks like it doesn't last that long that you're channeling it, but it does do good damage. The problem is, you'll see me, I'm going to hold down W here, right? And you'll see when I start walking, I'm going to do it from this angle just to show you as an example. Press 1, and I'm going to hold down W immediately. Holding it down. Look when I move. See how I'm still frozen? A little bit of a second after it's over. Take that into account when you're playing Anubis, that it lasts a little bit longer than you may look like the animation is going off. And in doing so, you could get yourself pinned thinking your skills aren't working correctly, when they actually are. My team's a little bit aggressive here. Need to watch themselves for the most part. I have Blink available. I could try and make a big play, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to support from the backside really more than anything else. I'm doing great damage, as you can see. I'm doing what I need to do. We got the Phoenix, and that's the important thing. I'm not sure what's going wrong with my laser beam there in my face, but job done. My team's pretty much sorted this one out, and that's going to be the end of the game there, as DM says. Godlike. I'm going to be able to bring this down now. I'm not going to take it much longer. I'm still good. See how squishy I actually am when I get focused. Very, very squishy as Anubis, but he has a lot of damage potential. The problem with him, make sure you play safe and not get picked. That's what you've got to do going forward. Play him safe if you want to play Anubis, but you have a lot of damage potential. You can pretty much trade 1 for 1. That's Anubis.